Welcome to Hollywood Actions. In this video, we are going to explore sleazy 80s movies parents try to hide from their kids. The 1980s were famous for bold comedies, wild teen adventures, and films that pushed the limits of what families felt comfortable watching together. Many of these movies became cult classics, but at the time, parents often tried to keep them away from younger viewers because of their mature humor. Now, let's dive in. 1. Porky's 1981. Released in 1981, Porky's quickly became one of the most controversial teen comedies of its era. Set in the 1950s, the movie follows a group of high school boys who are curious about adulthood and often get themselves into outrageous situations. The film was packed with crude jokes and mischievous adventures that shocked many parents at the time. Despite criticism, the movie became a huge box office success and helped shape the style of teen comedies that followed throughout the decade. Many parents believed it encouraged rebellious behavior, which is why they try to keep it off the family TV screen. Today, however, Porky's is remembered as a classic example of bold 1980s comedy. 2. Fast Times at Ridgemont High 1982. Another unforgettable 80s film that parents often try to hide was Fast Times at Ridgemont High. This coming-of-age story follows a group of high school students navigating friendships, school life, and teenage curiosity. The movie starred rising actors such as Sean Penn and Jennifer Jason Leigh. What made the film controversial was its honest portrayal of teenage life, including parties, relationships, and rebellious behavior. Parents worry that the film showed teens acting irresponsibly. However, critics praised it for being realistic and funny. Over time, Fast Times at Ridgemont High became a beloved classic and launched several major Hollywood careers. 3. Risky Business 1983. When Risky Business premiered in 1983, it shocked audiences with its daring storyline. The film stars Tom Cruise as a teenager left home alone while his parents travel. With no supervision, he makes risky decisions that lead to unexpected consequences. Parents were especially uncomfortable with the film's mature themes and rebellious tone. Still, the movie became a cultural sensation and helped turn Tom Cruise into a global superstar. One of the most iconic scenes in film history shows Cruise dancing in his living room, a moment that audiences still remember today. Despite its controversial reputation, Risky Business is now widely regarded as one of the defining films of the 1980s. 4. 9.5 Weeks 1986. Unlike many teen comedies of the decade, 9.5 Weeks focused on an intense adult relationship. Starring Mickey Rourke and Kim Basinger, the movie explores a passionate romance between two strangers in New York. The film gained a reputation for being extremely provocative for its time. Because of its bold scenes and emotional intensity, many parents felt it was inappropriate for younger audiences. Even though critics were divided at the time of release, the film later developed a cult following. Today, 9.5 Weeks is often remembered for its stylish cinematography and powerful performances by its two lead stars. 5. Body Double 1984. Directed by Brian De Palma, Body Double became one of the most controversial thrillers of the 1980s. The story follows a struggling actor who becomes obsessed with watching a mysterious woman through a telescope. Parents found the movie disturbing because it blended suspense with very mature themes. The film also explored Hollywood's darker side, including obsession and deception. While it shocked many viewers during its release, critics later praised it as a bold psychological thriller. Over time, Body Double has been re-evaluated and is now considered one of Brian De Palma's most daring films. 6. The Last American Virgin 1982. The Last American Virgin is another teen comedy that caused controversy in the early 1980s. The movie follows three teenage friends trying to navigate love, popularity, and growing up. What made the film different from many other comedies of the time was its surprisingly emotional ending. While the movie started as a typical teen adventure filled with awkward situations, it ended with a serious message about heartbreak and maturity. Parents often try to keep the film away from younger viewers because of its adult jokes and party scenes. Despite that, the movie became a cult favorite and is still discussed today as one of the most honest teen films of the decade. 7. Bachelor Party in 1984. Before becoming one of Hollywood's most respected actors, Tom Hanks starred in the outrageous comedy Bachelor Party. The movie follows a soon-to-be married man whose friends throw him a wild and chaotic celebration before his wedding. The film quickly gained a reputation for its outrageous humor and ridiculous party scenes. Parents often considered it inappropriate for younger viewers, which made it even more popular among teenagers. Although it was criticized for its wild comedy, the movie became a box office hit. Today, Bachelor Party remains a nostalgic example of the over-the-top comedies that dominated the 1980s. 8. Hard Bodies 1984. Released in 1984, Hard Bodies follows a group of friends who travel to a sunny beach town hoping to enjoy a carefree summer. The story focuses on their humorous attempts to impress people and live the ultimate vacation lifestyle. Parents often dislike the movie because of its suggestive humor and party-heavy setting. Still, the film captured the carefree beach culture that was popular in many 1980s movies. Even though it wasn't a major critical success, Hard Bodies became known as one of the era's classic guilty pleasure comedies. 9. Valley Girl 1983. A romantic comedy starring Nicolas Cage in one of his earliest roles. The movie tells the story of a teenage girl from California's San Fernando Valley who falls in love with a rebellious outsider. While not as outrageous as some other movies on this list, parents still worried about its party scenes and teenage independence themes. Despite that, the film became incredibly popular and helped launch Nicolas Cage's career. Today, Valley Girl is celebrated for its catchy soundtrack and its charming portrayal of young love in the 1980s. And there you have it, sleazy 80s movies parents tried to hide. These films shocked audiences when they first appeared, but many of them eventually became cult classics that fans still love today. The 1980s were a time when Hollywood experimented with bold stories and edgy humor, creating movies that pushed boundaries and captured the spirit of the decade. Which of these movies have you watched, and which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends so they can discover these wild 80s films too. Thanks for watching Hollywood Actions. Popcorn Movie Camera.